Okay, so it's pretty late at night. I don't even know what time it is right now. Let's see. Oh, I know it's after midnight. I know that much. So, let's see. What time is it? Um, it's 12:30. That's what time it is today. I've spent 20 seconds of my video trying to figure out what time it is. Okay, so I'm making this video at 12:23 in the freaking morning on Monday morning. Um, because there is a Facebook post about the possibility of Frozen 2 involving Elsa being a member of the LGBTQ community. And there's sort of an uproar about it, about how don't do that, it's not okay. And a very dear friend of mine posted on there that she thought it would be awesome. Frankly, I think it would be awesome. And there was a lot of backlash about it being an awesome idea. And some of the backlash was ridiculous. It was things like, I don't want to take my children to see that kind of movie. I don't want to have to explain that because they're too young to understand a concept like that. Okay, first of all, no, they're not too young to understand. Second of all, it's not that hard to explain. I've had the conversation with my son. I've had several conversations with my son about being gay, about being bi, about being transgender. Um, and it was really easy, in all seriousness. It was the easiest thing I think I've ever done. I am bisexual, and I had a girlfriend for a while. And my son, his way of asking me about this, because he was probably around 4, the last time that her and I were together, the last time that I remember us being together, somewhere around that area. He looks at me and says, "Mommy," and I said, "Yes, boo-boo." And he goes, "You and her hold hands all the time." "Yes, we do." "Is that because you love each other?" "Yes, it is." "Okay." That's it. It was that simple. That was the whole conversation in all seriousness. And I have some, friends who are gay, and he's seen them around their boyfriends, and he's a little bit older, and he goes, "Mommy," I said, "Yes, boo-boo." He goes, "Well, I saw them kissing." "Okay. And?" He goes, "That means they love each other, right?" I said, "Yes, it does." He goes, "I think that's beautiful." My son was 6 when we had that conversation, and our more recent conversation was about transgender. And he doesn't understand quite the entire concept, but I tried to explain it in a way that he understood. Now, my friend is a male to female transition. She no longer uses the male pronoun or her given name. I'm not going to use her name because I don't know how she would feel about it. I didn't ask. But I referred to her as her name. And, let's call her Kitty just for shits and giggles. So when I talk to Kitty, I call her Kitty. Well, she has children with her ex, and her children call her Daddy because that's what they've always known her as, is Daddy. Well, my son and I were driving home from Kitty's house one day, and he goes, "Mommy," and I said, "Yes, boo-boo." He goes, "Why is it that Kitty's kids call her Daddy?" I went, "Well, because Kitty used to be a man." He goes, "Okay, I don't understand." I said, "Okay, what do you not understand?" "Well, I don't understand. If Kitty is a girl, how could Kitty have ever been a man?" "Well, you see, boo-boo, Kitty pretended to be this other person for a really long time. She was a man on the outside, but she was a girl on the inside. And so now she gets to take off the mask and, for the first time in her whole life, be who she really is." And he goes, "So kind of like Halloween, when people pretend to be someone that they're not, right?" I said, "Yeah, kind of like that." He goes, "I'm glad that she can finally be herself." And obviously it's not a perfect explanation. But it's something that he can understand. You sometimes have to explain things to people in a way that they will understand. And another conversation that my son and I had was, me and my now husband, we got together, and obviously I had dated men throughout my son's life because his father is not in the picture. And he asked me, after my girlfriend and I broke up, he asked me about, me dating men. He goes, Mommy, do you like boys or do you like girls? I said, I like both. He goes, okay, I was just wondering because you had a girlfriend and then now you have a boyfriend. I said, well, you see, I'm not attracted to just boys or just girls. I'm attracted to a person. If I like a person for who they are, that's really all that matters. And that was the whole conversation. This doesn't have to be complicated. Everybody makes it out to be this super complicated thing. No, children do not understand sex. My son is 8 years old. No, we don't talk about sex. If he wanted to, if it came up, that would be fine. And if he goes, hey, what do I do with my penis? Okay, we'll have that conversation. But that's not something that's happened yet. However, he does have a girlfriend. And actually, he has 2 girlfriends. And we did have a conversation about ethical poly. I said, son, I don't mind if you date more than one person, but I think you really should make sure that they both know it and they are both okay with it. So my son, a couple days later after thinking very hard on this subject, got in my car one day as I was picking him up from school and said, Mommy, I finally had that conversation with my girlfriends. I told them that I'm dating them both, and they told me that they were okay with it. And you know what I said? I said, you know what, son, I'm proud of you. That was a very, very mature thing to do. Because here's the thing. I don't give a shit what sex my child is. I don't give a shit what sexual identity my child takes. Here's what I care about. That my child is a decent human being. A decent human being. That's the key. That's all that matters. So you know what? If they want to make Frozen a gay character, please do. Now, the thing that really ticked me off was there was someone who seemed like they were going to be reasonable, and their reasoning for not wanting Elsa to be gay was it was wonderful, it was great. And it was basically, Elsa is, simply single, that's it. She's not with anybody. She's not gay, nor does she need to be with anybody to prove her self-worth. Now that is an argument that I can get behind. That right there. You do not need anyone to provide you with self-worth at all. That is an argument that I can get behind. Of course, obviously, later this person screwed it up by saying something else. But that's not the point. The point is that if you want to argue about gay things being in the media, please understand that if you review history, sexuality has been as fluid as water since the beginning of time. And yes, I'm aware, Adam and Eve. I really don't care. And here's why I don't. Because recorded history, there has been homosexuality of one kind or another throughout recorded history. It is not a new concept. Hell, it was celebrated in olden times, believe it or not. So I really don't understand why it's such a foreign concept for people to freaking understand. Seriously. If you want to be Christian, super cool. Honestly, seriously. Good for you. I don't believe in it. I don't condone it. It's not my thing. But I don't judge you for it. And I respect your opinion. But the problem that I've found is that most people that view themselves as Christian don't seem to understand the idea of mutual respect between people. If you don't want your child to see a movie involving homosexuality or gender fluidity or any of those particular topics, they probably shouldn't watch any mainstream movie ever. And it's not meant to be rude, but it's just kind of a fact. It really is. And if you think that Disney doesn't have any gay characters, you would be completely incorrect, actually. Because How to Train a Dragon, can't remember his freaking name right now, but the uncle type figure was actually confirmed as gay by Disney Pixar. So, before you go around saying that's not like a thing, it is. It's a thing. Please, dear society, grow up, because this is getting ridiculous now. Okay? That's all I have to say on it for right now. I'm sure there'll be lots of lovely comments to hear on this video. Good talking to you.